Yeah.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So, yeah, today we're going to learn about reading labels and how to read labels and how to identify what ingredients are good and what ingredients we see and we put that package back. Okay. So packaged food comes with a cost, which is your health, basically. So we're going to be cautious and very conservative when it comes to health. We don't put everything in mouth. And we're going to look at a couple of conditions that Quran gives us, okay, inshallah. So first we see how we fell prey to the label fraud, okay? Companies, food processing companies, they don't have interest in our health. We know that, right? They're not making processed food for our convenience. They're making processed food for their profits. That's what we need to remember, that fundamental fact. Okay, it's for their bottom line. So they would do anything to get us to buy their product. Okay. Having said that, they use the processing companies. When I say the food processing companies, they use neuromarketing to check what kind of music, what kind of colors, what kind of slogan affects our brain, and they test their ads, advertisements, and their jingles on people's brain. So this is how they hack our brain. Okay, so they use neuroscience to study our brain, exactly how I said. So there are two techniques to monitor brain activity. I'm not going to go into too much science because we need to jump into label, but the fundamentals are that they attack our brain with colors and images and emotional melodramatic music and see how our brains affect, and that's how they make us to buy their product. Okay. Okay, so there are two scans. They put these kind of scans on people's volunteers' brains and then see how the music, the background, the voice, our brains respond to those all of those components in the ad. Are we good so far?
Yep.
So yeah, so we get MRI and this is a familiar term, MRI scan, right? So that's exactly the kind of scan they use, but on our brain. Then they do EEG monitoring to see how our excitement grow or go up and down based on when they change the music, the tone, the colors, the background. Okay, so they use these two techniques to read which emotions are triggered and how much it triggers. Okay. Now science is over. Let's get back into well, no, science is not over because look, they tap into our emotions, fear, and by fear, mainly they hit the points where they create a fear of missing out. Have you heard of FOMO before? We all have. And they so the ads would say that only last 100 left, or things that are kind of sorry, I lost my chain of thought. Okay, so the fear, when they're tapping into fear, what basically they're doing is that they're creating a sense of urgency in our minds that we have to make impulsive decision right away. So buy it right now, or that emotional threat basically, right? So we act upon it, we order it, and then I'm sure we regret it but we have to buy it because they said so. The next emotion they affect or they attack is happiness. So like so many people have bought it and they are happy and their life has become so much easier, and they will say all the smiling faces and family with, you know, mommy hugging the baby, and oh, we would get all emotional and then we would buy it, right? So those are the two things. Then there is another one. Another technique they use is appeal to senses. I'm sure we all have fall prey for that. They would So this was the best option that I found. They would say warm, gooey chocolate lava cake, and then the ingredients of a burger are flying, like lettuce is flying, and we all have seen those ads. You could recall in your memory. So those are just ads, objects actually affecting our brain with the background music or someone narrating that when I bought it, my family was happy and it was just so warm and it was tasty and right. Then there is another technique they use. Scientists call it nostalgia. They affect our hippocampus. Actually, everything is connected to hippocampus, but this is basically attacking our emotional memory. Okay, so sense of comfort, like when I was a baby, I used to eat this, and so now I need to buy it for my daughter or for my granddaughter, things like that. So I'm sure you all are thinking of those ads that you have watched on TV. Type yes if you remember any of the ads. Okay, so tactics to recognize the scarcity that we talked about, the eye tracking principle, right? Um, Usually they would say sign up today or just to grab our attention. And I'm sure I have done that too hundreds of times. Then they bring a social proof like, oh, we have 1,000 happy customer. We have millions of people bought this makeup and they are happy and, so they're giving us a shortcut. They're making the decision for us, which is what we don't want. I want to make my own decision, but most of the time I fall for it. Then it would be premium package. So this thing costs $10, but if you get all of this, we'll give you for 25, right? So basically we end up spending $25 for a premium package. And we know that the rest of the items we will never use. It's just that one thing that costs $10 is what I wanted, but I bought the whole package because it was cheaper. So yeah, it was all marketing technique. Now, how do we um, not fall for any of those marketing techniques? We need to make decisions. Say Bismillah, make dua. That was that dua that we go for shopping. So find that dua and recite the dua before ordering something or before stepping into a store. So then you end up buying whatever is necessary and not end up spending too much. And I have noticed that. So critical thinking, look at the product. Is it really appealing to just my emotions or do I really want it? Do I really want it or is it a need that, okay, it's a milk or was the eggs, just the basic necessity, right? So I have to see that. How many purses do I have? Should I get the 15th one or no, wait another year, right? Then pause before impulse buying. What they create is sense of urgency in my brains, like only so and so many left. So go for it, hurry, right? Limited time offer. Yeah. The discount won't last too long. Haven't we seen those ads? So take time, and I'm not sure if everybody's familiar with the phrase sleep over it. Just don't buy it today. Wait until tomorrow. And if the feeling of that need is still there, then yes, you really want it, and then go ahead and order it. Of course, look at your budget too. Don't put everything on credit card. Then there is the research certification. Um, So don't fall for any of those label like doctor's choice, and we'll talk about it later. But the authentic certification like halal, fair trade, a non-GMO. So look for those actual things. If it doesn't say any of that, then please be aware. Um, then compare product facts. Yeah, look at the label, and which I'm going to show you next, and make informed decision, not decision based on the ads they choose to show us. Okay, so we reach out to the Quran to see if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, I'm sure, Allah has given us all the ways how to live. So why wouldn't Allah talk about the food, right? So I found two ayahs very clear, Surah Al-Baqarah and Surah Al-Nahl. An-Nahl, both places Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, halalan tayyiban. Eat what is halal and tayyib, right? So here's my question, and please type in the chat if you can. We always look for halal label, and we ask when we go to restaurant, we ask if this chicken is halal or if this lamb is halal. But have we ever paid attention to tayyib? I'm gonna look at the chat if anyone's typed. We wait 60 seconds just to see a couple responses. Not when I, not when I was a teenager. Hardly. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Don't really. Oh, Shamari didn't get it. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Thank you for sharing that with us. Okay. So you got the idea. So let's define halal and tayyib, and type if there is any disagreement you have. So halal is lawful animal slaughtered in the name of Allah, which is what we call zabiha, correct? And then we have we're supposed to have income from halal sources, right? No alcohol, no cheating, and then no alcohol substance causing intoxication. So we are careful when it says chicken cooked in what is that called? Like red wine or something, right? Even though it evaporates, we feel discomfort that, oh, it's wine, it's not halal. So we don't consume that. So we are very careful when it comes to halal, I would say 100% of the time. Now this tayyib, the ads actually take a toll. Well, yeah, is that the right way to say it? Are the ads that we see, it affects our tayyib measurement. Okay, so what is tayyib? Basically, in general terms, it would be pure, clean, pleasant, and beneficial. When it comes to food, we would take the meanings, of course, from Arabic language, wholesome, not contaminated, not harmful, nutritious. Of course, when if it's beneficial, it shouldn't be harmful, right? And then ethically sourced, sorry, which means that if there is a way to find out that the child labor was not involved there, right? And then ethically farmed, organically produced, not too many chemicals are sprayed. And then if it's processed, it doesn't have too many preservatives, no additives, no food coloring, no extra added flavoring, no seed oil, which we went through last lecture, if you guys remember, and then non-GMO. So that GMO is basically genetically modified organism. A few years ago, state of California, consumer board started this requirement, and that's how it spread it through the entire country, that they have to label it if it's a non-GMO product. Sorry, they have to label it if they put any GMO product. So most cereal bars or oatmeal or something, it would say in the bottom, very fine print, that GMO products are used in processing this box or something like that. They would specifically label it. Cool. So look for those non-GMO. So this is what I concluded, that halal is the baseline. We have to see if this checks out 100%, and then uh tayyib is the standard. Is it even worth putting in my mouth? Yes, it's halal, but everything else after that happened. Is it still worth to put in my mouth, right? So halal tells us what is permissible to eat, which is, animal and things that doesn't contain alcohol. But is it beneficial for me? Even plastic there is no halal issue here. So we would say, yes, halal, but is it edible? No. So we will stay away from that. And tayyib guides us what is worth putting in my mouth, right? So is it okay if we go through a little bit of exercise? Um, to see if we have paid attention a little bit. So
Yeah.
here I have, sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So I have put together a few items just to confuse all of you. Um, let's see. And we talked about, some of these ingredients. So I wanted to test your memory as well, of course. So I've put together, okay, we are assuming that all the beef and chicken and everything that I say here is halal. So we are looking into basically the tayyib category because we are good with halal restriction condition, right? We always 100% of the time pay attention. So let's look into tayyib, see how good we do. Beef prepped in sunflower oil. Do you agree that sunflower oil is not good? So that's why the tayyib is a cross mark here. I'm
Yep.
going one by one. So if you don't agree, please type in. If you agree, I will continue on. Okay. Um, a bag of Cheetos. Well, bag of Cheetos it doesn't have any lard, so it's halal. It has vegetable oil. It's bad. Okay. Thank you, Salma. It's bad. Yes, because it's made of junk. It's just really not tayyib, right? So despite it being halal and no lard, we are not going to consume it because it's not going to benefit us. Chicken deep fried in olive oil. Of course, chicken is halal, olive oil is good, but it's deep fried, so the wrong cooking method and it has food coloring, right? Okay. So then another one, gummy bears with halal gelatin. Can you see my screen all the way?
Yep.
Okay. So that is, I mean, it's gelatin and it's halal, but gummy bear, like that's just high fructose corn syrup and sugar. So yeah, not good. Thank you. How come only Salma and Azra and Shama are typing? Nobody else is typing. We have so many participants. Um, so we go. Okay. Deep fried fish flavored with MSG. MSG is what? Monosodium glutamate, and basically it messes with your head. It's a flavor enhancer that mess with brain neurons, right? So of course this is not tayyib, and it's deep fried. So another wrong method of cooking. Then I have grass-fed lamb shank. Yes, it's amazing because it's grass-fed and it's cooked with herbs. So it's halal and tayyib, right? So far we only have one on and the rest is all wrong. Yes, it's healthy. Thank you, Shama. Then potato fries. Well, it's deep fried, so that's wrong right there. It doesn't matter if it has organic cheese, but then it has I put bacon, so that shouldn't be halal, right? Because it's bacon. Okay, by mistake. Then we have grilled chicken marinated in vinegar. Sure, it's good. And it's vinegar and it's grilled. So correct cooking method, good ingredient, and of course, spicy, so tasty. Then we have egg pudding with organic milk. Here, people get confused. So let me know if you have any question, because eggs, although it's organic milk, eggs mixed with, definitely if it's a pudding, we would put sugar in it. So mixing sugar with pure protein, which is egg, like egg meat, mixing sugar with it makes you insulin resistant. So if you eat like once a year, that's totally fine. But if it becomes a habit and continuously we consume protein with sugar, like barbecue sauce with on top of meat, right? And if it becomes like a weekly thing, then yeah, insulin resistance and then diabetes. Then I have last thing, glazed donuts topped with organic fresh cream. Well, here organic fresh cream doesn't really matter, although it's tayyab. Glazed donuts like flour, deep fried, and then glazed, of course, with sugar. Sorry, with cream. So the glazing doesn't matter. The fried donut, the fried dough is what matters, right? Okay, so thank you. Okay, so far you guys agree with me, so I will move forward. Bismillah. Now we look at the labels, how we fall for those. It says, so look at these labels and what we need to avoid. If it says eco-friendly, all natural. Well, what does it mean all natural? So the concept of natural could be different from what you think of natural and what I think of natural. So this is not a universal phrase. This is just to make us buy that product, right? Heart healthy. Well, let's flip the box and see what's heart healthy about it. American Heart Association approved, AHA approved, ADA approved, American Diabetes Association approved. I've seen so many products with ADA label. It's just a stamp that they print on top of the bag or a box. It doesn't really mean anything, because when you flip, it's a diabetic association. When you flip it, it has 30 grams of sugar. Like, well, how did that get? How did American Diabetes Association approve this product? I'm sure they didn't. And mom's approval. Well, whose mom and what kind of mom was that to give 30 grams of processed sugared candy to their children? Pediatrician recommended, unless they put a name of the doctor, I wouldn't trust those labels, right? And doctor's choice. Well, what kind of doctor, right? So these terms are often lack regulatory oversight. So like there is no significance to these claims. So I'm suggesting to read ingredients list and nutrition fact. Always, always, always. If you're not buying a fresh leaf lettuce and something in a box or a bag, please read everything. As if you're studying at a grocery store. Take your glasses and just go for it. So here are, I mean, there are 2,500 ingredients. When I say ingredients, I meant chemicals that are registered as generally safe. And some of these, like I couldn't list all of them, so I just put some of these which are regularly used in food products. So yeah, just type in or shout out if you remember seeing any of these ingredients in any of the products you have seen. So allulose mostly there, soy protein isolates are there. And then MSG is mostly as a flavor enhancer. Then we see lots of preservatives like sodium benzoate. I was like, oh yeah, that's a preservative. Well, but it's harmful, right? And then we have so many blood spikers. If it says sugar-free, don't buy it. Turn around, look at it. Because when they don't put sugar, they have to make it sweeter. So how are they going to make it sweet? Dextrose, maltodextrin, right? Sucralose and brown rice syrup. Well, it's all processed. Eat a handful of rice. I'm not
हमें
bothered
finally भेजिए
as long as you eat brown rice. Sorry, not brown rice. Eat white rice. Brown rice is not really good. Eat white rice with a little bit of protein. I'm all okay with it. But brown rice syrup, ultra processed, no, please don't. And look for maize starch, corn starch, modified food starch, potato starch, tapioca starch. Don't buy any of the dessert with any of those starches. It's really, really, really bad. There are some oils I've seen BHT. Like, why would you put BHT in oil? Because that oil would go bad. So that means that oil is not worth eating because oil don't go bad, right? Now, okay, so many products. I would say 90% of the products have this, all the ingredients are listed, and then the last thing you would see other natural flavors. Well, where did that natural flavor come from? So that is 800 flavor enhancing substance that affects your brain. The taste neurons, not your taste buds in your mouth. It messes with your head. So then we get addicted to those. And then the kid only wants that particular candy because that particular substance makes him feel good, right? So now here's another fact. 98% of the vitamins are synthetic. Go back into your cabinets, look out your vitamins and minerals or whatever you're taking. Flip it, turn around, look at the label. Tell me if you see anything funny. And 90% of all ascorbic acid, everyone sitting here must have taken vitamin C at some point in life, especially people in the United States. They have this orange pack. Not sure if I get in trouble for naming it. It's called Emergency. It's all corn derivative. Okay, it's derived from corn and comes from China, which is GMO corn. And it's all ascorbic acid, which is not right way to take vitamin C. Now, let's look at the cereal. Do we have time to few more minutes?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
about 10 minutes you can take, and then we go on to question answers. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so I just put generic. I didn't want it to name, but I'm sure we all must have seen cereal boxes with heart healthy labels. Shout out if you haven't. Yep, we all have seen it. Yeah, you thought emergency was good. Yeah, sure. Yep, that's how they make you because they show you people drinking that and running around or smiling and oh my God, the slow-mo laughter. Yeah, you fall for it. Of course, I would too. So we all have the cereal box in the house. What's in your cereal? Look, these are the real ingredients I pulled from the label of one of the cereal boxes. Let's not name any. You know the picture. So oat is not human food, it's for horses. And then again, there is a starch. Then there is the third ingredient is sugar. Then of course salt, and salt and sugar should not be mixed, but it's mixed here. And then they have listed all of these vitamins. But let me tell you something. These vitamin ingredients are all cheaper alternative. Okay, it says it didn't even list B9. It just say B vitamin, folic acid. So they probably forgot the 9 here. And then vitamin A, palmitate. Now let's look at the actual ingredients. Sorry, look at the nutrition fact here. So 1.5 cup serving size has 29 grams of carbohydrate. So when we wake up, the first bowl of cereal that we take with milk, I mean, not, we probably don't, we all eat eggs, I'm assuming, but most families who don't know anything about nutrition, So 30 grams of protein, 30 grams of carbohydrate in the morning. I mean, I'm rounding that 29 grams. What are we setting ourselves up to? Like, what are we going to do for the rest of the day? Because this 30 grams of carb will be absorbed in the bloodstream in 30 minutes, and then we'll be hungry again. And then we'll be munching on candy and then anything that we get our hands on because we're not home, we're at work or school or whatever. So basically, we're setting ourselves up for a failure. So here's this. How do I go back? I apologize. This is what I wanted. Okay. So the vitamins and minerals listed on the box of cereal at the back of the cereal, those ingredients, these are the ingredients that were listed, and these are the right ingredients that we should be consuming. So go back into your pantries, take a screenshot of this. The next time you go to grocery store, look into whenever it says vitamin A, and then if it's palmitate, please don't buy it. If it's a beta carotene, yes, it's a good one to buy. Mostly for B6, companies put paradoxine hydrochloride with, and then usually it's written as HCl. Do not consume that ever. Folic acid, do not consume it. B12 is not cyanocobalamin, it's methylcobalamin, right? So please take the screenshot of this, carry it with you all the time, go through your vitamins sitting at home in your cabinet, whatever, and the vitamins that doctors recommend for kids, gummy vitamin, please look into it, because we're giving them like a microgram or something, and then we are giving 50 grams of sugar with it. So that's really not a good bargain, especially for kids while they're growing up. They need more fat than sugar to grow up. Moving on to, yeah. Okay, I'm going to be brave and name this vitamin I picked out. This is Centrum. And if not 100%, I am pretty sure 99% of the people have heard about Centrum and may have taken it or seen someone who takes Centrum. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we've seen Centrum. Yes, okay. Now, Centrum vitamins have BHT, preservatives. Are we really going to consume it? Huh? Then there is Blue 2 Lake. They wanted the vitamins to look good, pleasant, right? Sorry, no, I don't want it. Zinc oxide, Yellow 6 Lake. I mean, seriously, so much wrong in the ingredients list that I can't even begin to tell you. And there is a blood sugar spiker, maltodextrin, and modified cornstarch, and then cornstarch again. We have 3 ingredients that are blood sugar spikers. Are we really going to take Centrum now after looking at the labels the way I have asked you to read? I hope not. Well, yeah, they did put non-GMO and gluten-free, but does that take the side effects of BHT away? No. And the magnesium oxide is the cheapest byproduct of magnesium, right? So please be very, very, very careful when you buy something in a package, unless it's a bag of lettuce, then we are okay. Next. So this is the cleanest supplement I found. I haven't found anything wrong with this one. It has all the vegetarian options. Magnesium come from Krebs cycle powder, potassium. Then we have broccoli, flower, and stem. We have carrot for beta carotene, for vitamin A. See, beta carotene, vitamin A. And then we have methylcobalamin. Then we have all these berry extract, blueberry, strawberry, orange. These are all the real cranberry, real vitamin C, right? So these are the real ingredients. So please look for food source vitamin and no preservative. So when you have dried berries and dried fruits and dried fruit extract, like this is orange peel extract, then you don't really need any additives or any preservatives because it's all dried in powder form, right? Of course, on the bottle, it would have the expiration date, so just consume it before the date. But you don't really need to add 1,500 and preservatives in here, okay? So sorry, I get passionate about it. And really, it really hurts me to see people falling prey for this. Next is, let's go over serving size a little in depth. We usually, I mean, I didn't. 25 years ago, I was really naive, so I did not. But since then, since then I studied, and now I'm a bit aware consumer, and I would like you to be aware. Look at the serving size. Okay. I'll show you some examples. Okay, so this is a cookie. It was a big cookie, like a large, about 5-inch cookie. The serving size was 1/3 cookie. How many times it happens that we take a cookie and we make 3 pieces and then just 3 family members take 1 piece each? Never. People eat entire cookie by themselves. Even if they eat half now, they would eat half after a couple hours, right? Give me a yes or no. How many times we eat 1/3 of the cookie? Never. I don't think so. Yeah, that's true, Shamase. Okay. Okay, yeah, never. Okay, thank you very much. I'm not talking to Bob. And then this was like a 4-inch cookie. This is half serving size. Then I have, okay, this was the best one. So look at the title I put in because it really mattered. Is it juice or a sugar bomb? So there is a bottle, juice bottle. It was 160 grams. Look at things around you. Go find a bottle of water, juice, whatever. A 6-inch, 8-inch water bottle is 500 milliliter, right? It's pretty much the same. So this bottle was 160 milliliter, and it says 1/4 cup serving size, 40 grams. Not even 50 gram. 50 gram is like one big gulp, like a big gulp. This is less than a big gulp. 1/4 cup serving size, and it has 33 grams of carbohydrate. In one gulp, you're consuming 33 grams of carbohydrate, 29 grams of sugar. Well, I consider all carb sugar. So if I end up drinking that 160 ml bottle of juice, I consumed 4 serving, which is 33 grams times 4, which is 132 grams of total carbs. Allahu Akbar Kabira. Imagine what this much sugar is going to do to my system. And the first ingredients, look in the bottom of this picture. It says sugar, cranberries, grape juice concentrate, and natural flavors. Subhanallah, right? But we have to be very, very careful. Now, okay, so just a few things to catch up on. Don't fall prey to marketing. Do your own research, sleep over it, avoid impulse buying, which I already said. Then read the ingredients list. Look at nutrition value, 1/3 cookie. Remember that? Pay attention to the serving size and serving count in one package. Like this juice bottle had 4 servings. Be aware of cheap alternatives in supplements, the list that I gave you, food additives and preservatives. Yeah, be aware of that. Assess if a product meets the condition of tayyib. With halal, we look at tayyib as well. Cooking methods also matters, right? Taste is secondary. I'm not sure most people will agree with me, but I'm so sorry to say that. Taste is secondary. A bite will tantalize your taste bud for less than 30 seconds, but when it goes inside, it will become part of you. We heard of those sayings that you are what you eat. Well, you become what you eat, right? So if that bite is going to become a part of me, would I really want it to be full of chemicals and additives? I think not. So just make wise choices, okay? And then I made this another handy dandy list of do's and don'ts, which I always do. Look at that. I think this smiley is really cute. So go ahead, take a screenshot. I'm not gonna read it all to you. You all know that what oils to buy. We went through it last time. I'm sure my audience are well researched and well educated in terms of food choices. So what I'm saying is that put some effort in preparing a meal. Don't fall for convenience. Cooking methods matter. Don't deep fry it. Don't over process it. And yeah, just don't eat jelly beans and gummy bears, basically, right? Add fermented vegetables. Buy a good cut of meat. And read the labels. Oh, another thing that I wanted to bring to attention, that when we buy fish, of course it's halal, but look for wild caught. See, I mentioned that seafood should be wild caught. Stay away from farm raised. They're just not very good. Then next. Oh, we're done. Alhamdulillah. So go ahead if you have any questions. I'm here. Unmute or type. Please go ahead. Shama,
Assalamu
go
alaikum
ahead.
wa rahmatullah.
Walaikum salam.
Thank you so much for such an informative session. Actually, I was wondering what people do. Like, organic food is so much expensive, and everything is genetically modified. So, majority of people can't afford organic food. So, what is the solution to keep yourself healthy? And so that was my question. Thank
Okay.
you.
So you have to look at the shell, the hard shell, like avocados. It has hard shell. It's not so porous. And so you can buy avocados that are non-organic, right? Like berries, please try to buy organic. And how many berries are we gonna eat? After a meal, you can eat 2 blueberries, and that's good enough for you, right? So you don't need too many quantities. So don't go for bulk, go for quality. That's what I say. And try to buy like a bag of wild blueberries sometimes, and then eat 2 of those after meal. So right there, you cut portion, you save money. And then with leafy green vegetables, buy organic. Other vegetables like bell peppers and onions and all, wash it. Wash it with baking soda in a big pot of water, and soak all the vegetables for 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then take it out, wash it with clean water, dry it, and then put it in a refrigerator. So you don't have that many chemicals. You take it out. Does that help? You don't have to buy everything organic, just the roots mainly. So potato, onion, ginger, and the rest of the vegetables, you can just wash it. Because roots absorb more, right? When it's sprayed, what happens is that it just drips down and then roots absorb more. So be careful of root vegetables. So buy organic carrots, but bell peppers, you can buy non-organic and just wash it. Does that help? The comparison? Okay. I'm going to assume it's a yes, and I'll see. Okay, it helps. Okay. How to stop on 2 blueberries? Go up to refrigerator, take out 2 blueberries, and go sit down on the couch and eat it. Say Bismillah before that. And it's not for every day, please. It's like a few times a week. Don't make me change my stand on fruit. I'm not. I stand firm on my ground. Take out grains and fruits and you'll be happy. No one else? Okay, so I guess we don't have any questions. Does that mean I did a good job, or does that mean that I confused everybody so now they don't know what to say? No, that's
Sister
not a
Safia,
good idea. It's pure sugar. Sorry, good at pure
there's a
sugar.
question in the chat. If you are happy to answer, what is the name of that supplement you mentioned in the in your presentation?
Where is the
At the
question?
It's 5:42.
Assalamualaikum, ma'am. I have a
It's
quick
quite.
question for you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, ma'am. I just would like to ask you, this meeting is on record or not? Can we get a recording later or not?
Go ahead.
No, I'm just asking you. Can I receive recording?
Oh yeah. We're gonna have recording.
Okay, that's perfect.
Definitely.
Please go ahead.
Okay. That means I didn't confuse you enough, so you want to be more confused. Sure. Good. No problem. I do a good job with that. Azra, are you good with that? The gur is not a good thing. It's not. Oh, I don't know. For most people think that sugar is just this bad witch and gur is the saint. No, they're both the same. Sorry. Is there any question that I missed? While I'm responding to questions, people, please give me some feedback. How did I do? What should we do as a Find Your Truth FIT whole as a group? And give me some feedbacks that I need to slow down more or have more content or make it more interesting, anything.
Can I interrupt? I need the survey form filled in, please. This is just not okay that, we have people sitting there, you attended the session. Please be kind enough. I have to repeat it so many times.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. I said, give me feedback. So definitely it's a survey form.
Survey form
Nice.
filled. If you have questions, please ask. It's supposed to be interactive,
No honey, please. Who is that keep asking gur and jaggery and honey? No. No agave, no brown rice syrup, nothing. None of that. It's all endocrine disruptors. They're all gonna spike your blood sugar. Why do we need those things in life? Why do we need to be addicted to sweet?
Okay, so Safia, I'll suggest that we give 1 minute and everyone does the survey form, right?
Okay, Bismillah, start. I'm gonna take the count. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Please, everyone. You've got the survey link. Is it working? Yeah? Is it working? Should I do it again? Should I give it again at the end?
It's working. It's
Hmm. You want to change your screen, Safia? We can see your screen. Hmm. You've got one survey form filled. Yeah.
Thank you. Please, people, give me feedback. Yes, fill out the survey. Just write, even a statement would do.
Yeah, you should write your comments. Tell us what you want to know more about, and on the health side, so we can accordingly plan the next session with Safia. It's so important, your feedback. It's a two-way process. Which thing did you not understand? Maybe you need more details on it. Write it down. Are you really going to go shopping with this list? Are you really going to do that? Are you? And if you're not going to do it, then we need to have Sister Safia explain to us or give us a shorter one that we get in first and then we get the other if it's too long a list. But if you don't share your viewpoint, nobody gains. We don't gain, you don't gain. So we want it applied. We want your health to improve. We want our health to improve. So let's see, what is the actions you're going to take? Are you going to take the list with you? Are you? Yeah? I was telling Sister Safia that, you know, the writing is so small and everything. And even my glasses, with my glasses, I can't read them. And now I'm rushing in and out of shops. Now I have to wait on everything and read the ingredients. Well, am I going to take the trouble to do it? That's something I have to decide. Is my health that important to me or not? Right? So I think we all need to have that intention. And if you don't have the intention, then nothing happens, does it?
Okay, somebody says seasonal fruits are vital as they reflect divine guidance from Allah, naturally enriched with the precise nutrients our bodies need in each season. Sure, go ahead and eat. I'm against when people bulk up on fruits and that's all they live on. Like, I'm not hungry, let's just eat an apple. Well, the apple will make you more hungry. Seasonal fruits don't fill you up, so it's not the substitute for the protein or the fat. It only have micronutrients. So if you are living on fruit, like the food pyramid says to have 5 servings of fruits and grains, that's wrong. So when I ask you to take a fast of 1 month, no grain and no fruits, you feel how you feel. And then you can start back. I said 2 blueberry. I'm not considering fruit haram. I said 2 blueberries. I mean, I did give permission. I say, cut up an apple and divide it into 8 family members. Each eat 1 slice, sure. But one person taking 30 grams of sugar, that's what I have problems with, because then that is not the only sugar you consumed in the day. People can fight with me all they want, but count your carbs, count your sugar when you are consuming something. Yes, we're not denying the favors of Allah. We are trying to eat healthy here. And fruits have, yes, thank you, Huda. Fruits have medicinal qualities, so we don't need to eat in bulk. Yeah, 2 blueberries are good to activate your brain, and that's all we need. Also, we have to keep in mind that we're not just staying with seasonal fruit. We have fruit from every single corner of the world in our supermarket. So we end up buying even things that don't even grow locally. Like when I go grocery store here in Denver, Colorado is famous for Palisade peaches. And they come like the last 2 weeks of August and the first week of September. Do I just eat peaches the 3 weeks? No, I have peaches like all year long. Some coming from different states or different countries or whatever. So that's a wrong practice. Yeah, if I only eat those 3 weeks of fruit and then for 49 weeks I have no peaches, that's ideal, right? But we have found ways. We can it, we dry it, we preserve fruit just somehow. So yeah, please be careful when you eat fruit. Okay, I say. I think I'm gonna. How many survey forms do we have so far?
Oh, we have 9, alhamdulillah. But we could do
Alhamdulillah.
with more as well.
This week, I've been
Any
getting.
more questions? Anything that you can ask about yourself, your personal health, you can go ahead now. Issues that you have or what you should have on your plate, what you shouldn't have. Please go ahead, ask.
So Rizwana talking about fruit, the one that wrote the message that it's a blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they have messed with fruit. I'm not sure if you were here when I was talking about genetically modified organisms. Fruits are manipulated all over the world, and there are only 4 giant companies that control the fruit seeds in the world. And they have messed with the genetics so much that the glucose that used to be 90% is only 45%, but the fructose is 55%, which is what causes fatty liver. So if you eat more, you know what's going to happen to health. So yeah, I'm not denying favor of my Lord, but please be careful because there is no authentic fruit left in the world. Watch that French doctor who talks about the fruit history. The bananas didn't used to be sweet. Apples used to be totally sour that you eat 2 and you would be done with. So the fruits are becoming juicy and big and no seeds. So be very careful when it comes to fruits. Thank you, Huda, for your insight. Yes, you're right. Okay, let me see next.
Shema, you had a question? You had your hand
What
up?
about using dry fruits for
Yeah,
protein? Dry
actually,
fruits contain protein? Okay. When you say
actually,
dry fruits, are you talking about nuts? Specify, please, Azra.
Yeah, I would think she means that.
She means like walnuts and
Milk
yeah.
and walnuts.
Yeah,
and-
soak a walnut, like 2 halves. It becomes 1. It's like a brain. It helps the brain, but it has omega-3 and omega-6, so that adds up to your omega-6. So soak it. Soak it, get the lectins out and eat it in the morning. Soak it overnight. Soak 3 almonds, 1 hazelnut, eat 1 Brazil nut every day, just 1. We don't need that many. And you get enough selenium from 1 Brazil nut. Yeah, Huda, you're right. Fruit is sweet, so we have addiction issue here. The berries that are grown in mountain, yeah, the wild blueberries. You get it in frozen section too. You just get a small package of frozen blueberries. You don't need 3 pounds. You only need half a pound, and it'll last you 3 weeks. Wild berries are good, but in small quantity. Yeah, thank you, Shama. Some dry fruits create bloating. Yeah, dry fruits do create bloating, so be very, very careful. Thank you, Huda.
Shema, come on, you can come with your question now.
thank you. Actually, I have a question many people want to ask about the Good Vitamins brand. So,
Can't do that because I don't get paid. That's why I'm educating you. And I told you which brand not to buy. So just be in that lookout. Go
sure,
with whole
thank you.
food. Like if it say that food drive vitamins or whole food or look for those labels. And you don't really need multi all day, every day. You just need to see what deficiency you have and take that for a short term. And that's all.
How long we should take vitamin like magnesium I'm taking nowadays? How many months or weeks should we take?
So magnesium is a basic hydration mineral. Magnesium, potassium, zinc. These are all basic minerals that we need. And when you look into we don't eat that much organ meat every day. And when you look into vegetables that are supposed to give us, cruciferous vegetables, they're supposed to give us vitamins and minerals. They are down in the nutrients 63%. Go ahead and research it. They're down 63%. So magnesium is something that I personally would take for the rest of my life. Because we're supposed to get it from leafy green, and I don't eat 3 servings of leafy green every day. So I would supplement it externally. Well, internally, but like from outside source as a supplement, not from the food.
So, Safia, does it, I don't know where I've read it, that if you keep taking external vitamins, then the body relies on that. and doesn't itself, make use of, it just gets that. So it's not really, if you're giving it its own source or it makes it in some way, it just doesn't do that anymore. If we make it reliant on supplements, is there some truth to that?
There is. So when you are trying like B vitamins that are created in gut, so if you
Yes.
continues to take B vitamins for the rest of your life, your gut will say bye-bye. You're giving it to me, so I don't need to. So what we do is that with B vitamins, B complex, I ask people to take it for a month and then give a couple-month break to see if you have jump-started it. And then if your B12 level is still not up to the par, you do a 1-month course again. But the basic minerals is something that you can't really, so you have to continually take. So look, you're supposed to, how do you get hydrated? It's not the water that hydrates you, it's the minerals in water that hydrate you, right? So when we put water through filter, it strips it off of all the minerals. So we're not getting the natural minerals that we're supposed to get from water. So filtered water, we need to add some trace minerals into it. That's why, and then we lack magnesium, potassium, all of that. So we're trying to get rid of mercury and lead from the water, but we end up taking all the minerals out. So to compensate, we need to consume some to hydrate, because you drink 1,500 gallons, it's still not going to hydrate because it doesn't have potassium in it, right? But we are supposed to take minerals regardless. You can't take break there. But with some of the B vitamins that are in liver and in our gut, it makes some of the neurotransmitters, the dopamine and serotonin, are also created in the gut. So that's why I tell people to not take serotonin mood enhancer medicines, right? Because then your gut won't make it. So yeah, there is a truth to it. You just need to know which one you're supposed to take for the rest of your life, and then which ones you just do a jump start, like give it a kick. Even with the yellow tea that I tell you, drink it for 4 weeks, take a break 1 week, let your body shock and see what's going on, you know?
So vitamin D is okay to take regularly? Is
Vitamin which?
D, D3.
D3, yeah, because you're supposed to get it from the sun. You're supposed to sit in the sun, walk around for 2-3 hours, which we don't. So yeah, take it every day.
What about fluoride? There's fluoride toothpaste and all that. What is that? Fluoride.
That's junk. No,
Right. No?
fluorides, yeah, it's not good.
We need fluoride, and does the body need fluoride? Is that why they put it in the toothpaste? Is that why they do it? Just asking.
Somebody came up with the idea that fluoride's good for your teeth. In fact, I mean, what did people do before the fluoride toothpaste came out? Did they all lost their teeth? Right.
Then how should we clean our teeth? Like all pastes, toothpastes have fluoride and a lot of chemicals.
Activated charcoal. What did they used to do? I mean, when I was in school, we used to have those cleaning ladies. They would just take out, they would clean out all the garbage. They would wash their hands. They would eat their meal, and they would like brush with their fingers with the activated charcoal.
What does it
I
mean?
use that too.
What does it mean, activate?
Activated charcoal powder.
Activate. What
It
is
comes
that?
in powder form.
Yeah. Yeah.
That part I'm not sure what that activated mean. I need to research on it. But you get it in a powder form. They burn the brown shell of coconut, and that's how they make it. And if you don't eat too many carbohydrates, you don't need to brush. I know you're not gonna like what I say right now, but do research what the doctors are saying, that your oral microbiomes get ruined with all these fancy toothpaste and alcoholic rinse. The people who rinse with alcohol, their gut is always messed up. The oral microbiome adds into your digestive aid because your saliva is acidic. And then the longer you chew your bite, you get more saliva into your bite, and then it goes down as a digestive aid to the stomach acid. Right? So your mouth always have demineralization and remineralization. So your saliva takes care of your mouth. So if you're eating protein like meat and fat, you don't really need to toothbrush. Floss it. I mean, get the stuck things out, but it keeps your arteries healthy. How long we should take potassium? I just talked about minerals, Shema. Soda? Soda with lemon peel? No. No. Baking soda with, you could put a couple of drops of hydrogen peroxide, that's like 2%, and then try it a couple of times a week, no more. Soda is not for every day. Yeah, miswak. Thank you, Huda. Miswak is the best alternative. Well, miswak is the toothpaste, basically. These toothpastes were supposed to be, were created as an alternative. So going back to nature, absolutely. Thank you, Nikat. Okay. Yes, modern capitalism system is based on fake system. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm just trying to bring people back to nature, and so we can be stronger ummah and not dependent on toothpaste. Are we good?
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Yeah, should. I think it's very good, very informative, right, Sister Shazia?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes,
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, so
Reach
Alhamdulillah.
out to me if anybody has any problem. I will help.
And
thank
Jazakallah Khair
thank you for that availability, Safia. We really appreciate it. I think all the students appreciate it. It's, you know, you're standing there as a stable person. When somebody falls sick or somebody wants to be more healthy, Safia, Sister Safia is there for us. So please don't hesitate. Right, Safia?
Yes, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave me this opportunity,
Mm.
provided the knowledge to me. I had to pay it forward.
Mm.
Sure. And especially Jazakallah Khair, and thank you for teaching us about tayyab. For tayyab, for me, it was always like you wash it and it's tayyab. You clean it properly and it's tayyab. That like 2 days, it's amazed me, to be honest. Subhanallah, Allah Ta'ala, that's the thing. If we don't know, we read Quran and we don't understand what's the benefit of reading Quran. And subhanallah, Allah Ta'ala clearly mentioned every single thing. We should know what Allah Ta'ala wants from us. And I think we are done. Yeah, shall we wrap up?
We wrap up
Finish?
and announce our next session on would be with Brother Saad on Sunday. The Thursday session I am postponing because you guys need a little time to catch up with the assignments. Inshallah, you will do that, Sister Shaz will announce those people who have completed assignment 1. Remember, you have to do assignments for section 1, but you're doing fabulously. Those people who are doing it, alhamdulillah, they're doing very well and learning from the, from the assignment. So Brother Saad will be coming the Sunday after and talking about role of a man as a father, as a parent, and we'd like everyone to ask questions. We need to rise as an ummah. Our sons need to rise, our husbands need to rise, our brothers need to rise, and the woman has a role to play in, taking responsibility for the man, just as the man has a responsibility in how the woman is, rising spiritually. So please be communicative, ask questions, and inshallah, we learn from Brother Saad on the coming Sunday. Inshallah. Yeah. Over to you, Sister Shazia.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والأسر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. Jazakallah Khair, everyone. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Jazakallah khair.